everyone, I'm Nicole Guillaume with Guiding Echoes, the channel that is devoted to your spiritual and personal growth. So before we get started, allow me to apologize for this bizarre lighting. I know it's pretty bad. Sorry about that. There wasn't much I could do to help it because I don't have a curtain, and so this is kind of bright. But anyways, so today's topic is on miracles, and I decided to speak with you about miracles today because it's something that I've been experiencing a lot of in my life over, I would say, the past 5 months or so. And so I wanted to come into this energy with you guys today and hold space for you so I could talk about miracles and so we can maybe generate some miracles together. So before we get started on that, it's really important for us to get clear about what the definition of a miracle is. So to do that, I've gone to Google because, where else are you going to go for a reliable definition, right? And so according to the dictionary, a miracle is a surprising and welcome event that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws and is therefore considered to be the work of a divine agency. Now, the other two definitions of that are a highly improbable or extraordinary event, development, or accomplishment that brings very welcome consequences, or an amazing product or achievement, or an outstanding example of something. So those are the legit definitions of miracles. And when we think of miracles in the spiritual community, we think of a divine source intervening on our behalf and giving us a very welcomed result, right? How many of you would agree that that's what a miracle is? It's when the divine intercedes on your behalf to create something marvelous or give you something marvelous. And the truth is that many of us have the ability to receive different miracles into our lives every single day. But the problem is that we usually have a very direct result in mind that we want to achieve. So, for example, let's say that you're broke. How many of you can identify with that? You don't have a lot of money, and you find that it is very challenging to bring forth money. In fact, that's why the law of attraction is so appealing to so many different people, is because they feel that through the law of attraction, if they fix their thoughts on money, if they fix their thoughts on abundance, they can attract prosperity to them. And that thought isn't necessarily wrong, but it's not complete, and that's a topic for another time. So many times when we decide that we're going to get involved, or many times when we decide we're going to ask for a miracle, we have something very specific in mind, right? We want to see our health or someone else's health get better. We want to see more money come into our lives. And so what we're really doing is we're kind of taking away from that energy of a miracle because we're setting our mind on something specific. And so really what I want to encourage you guys to do is to broaden your mind, broaden your consciousness, broaden your horizon, to allow the universe to bring to you whatever it wants. And remember, a miracle is really anything that brings a welcome result, right? And so we're going to talk about the 4 different types of miracles, and we're going to talk about why sometimes we miss miracles, why we don't recognize them for what they are. And I also pulled a few cards from one of my favorite decks because I asked the cards, what is the best way for us to bring in miracles, regardless of the kind that we want? How can we bring these miracles in? So the first type of miracle that I want to discuss with you is called what I call a grab bag miracle. Kind of a funny name. So do you guys know what grab bags are? Grab bags, when I was a kid, were one of my most favorite things in the world. And you usually saw them at garage sales. Do you guys remember this? So you would go to a garage sale, and there were these paper bags, and they would have surprise items in them. You had no idea what you were purchasing, and it was probably going to be $1 or $2. And you'd buy your grab bag, paper bag, and there would be a toy in it or maybe some treats. And sometimes you'd get something you really loved. Sometimes you got something you really hated. Oops, bra strap. And so it was a grab bag. It was a surprise. It was kind of a jackpot because you never knew what you were going to get. And that's kind of what a grab bag miracle is. So a grab bag miracle is when we just kind of put that vibe out there to the universe and we say something like, today's going to be a wonderful day. I am expecting something marvelous today. All right, universe, give me your best. Give me your best shot. And that's a grab bag miracle because we don't know exactly what we're going to get. We haven't set the precedence for it. We just know that it's going to be good, right? That's the only stipulation that we've put out there is we want to attract and be a part of something amazing. So that is a grab bag miracle because we don't know what's on its way, and that's just as exciting. So let's see. Joanne's like, grab bags are called lucky bags in Scotland. Oh, hey, learned something new today. I like that. Lucky bag. Yes, we're gonna change the name. So they're not grab bag miracles. They're lucky bag miracles, and we want more of them, right? Absolutely. Just by making that acknowledgement, like, yes, I want lucky bag miracles from the universe as a way to attract them. Just by acknowledging it. And so, anyways, the second miracle is the miracle that we will. And this is what we were talking about in the beginning. And a miracle that we will is the miracle that we're asking for specifically. Universe, I really need more money, and I'm trusting in you to provide that for me. Miracle, I am tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused and a little too ADHD. I really need help tuning this in. So those are the miracles that we will. Those are the things that we're specifically asking for. The third type of miracle is what I would consider energy only. And well, let's go ahead and talk about the fourth too. We're going to talk about them both at the same time because they're kind of in contrast to one another. So we have an energy only miracle, and then we have a hands-on miracle. So to understand the energy only, I should probably talk about the hands-on miracle. So the hands-on miracle is what we typically don't recognize as a miracle because we actually had to work for it. And so when we pray for a miracle, and this is what's been happening in my life lately, we'll pray for a miracle, we'll ask the universe to deliver something specific to us, and we get an inspiration to act. We get this idea or an amazing resource or resources come our way. That is a miracle, but it's a miracle that requires action because it's like the universe is meeting us halfway. We're putting out the request and we're saying, universe, I really need this. I really need this. I really want this. I desire this more than anything else right now. Please make it happen. And so the universe comes and it says, okay, well, I have some resources for you and I have some ideas for you. Here you go. And what will happen is when there's some type of action we have to take, we might get discouraged or we might start to doubt ourselves or wonder if this is what we should do. And when that happens, we might dismiss the miracle because it looks like work and we miss out on something fantastic. However, when we receive those inspired ideas or the opportunity to act or the opportunity to use an amazing resource that's been handed to us, we will see things fall in alignment. And usually when we act, we start to notice that things come to us easily and effortlessly, and this resource or whatever it is didn't take as much energy as we thought. It came together a lot easier than we would have anticipated. And so that's a form of a miracle too. So that's a very hands-on miracle because it is something that requires our action. The universe is meeting us halfway. So the energy only miracle is, of course, when, kind of hands off, I want to say, but there's still something that we need to do, and that is putting energy into this idea, into what we will or into what we want, or even just into our lucky bag miracle. We're still putting the prayer out there. We're still visualizing, we're still meditating, we're still putting the energy out there. And what I have found is that the more energy we put into this, the more we get out of it, the more that the universe responds. So when we talk about putting energy into something, we don't have to spend all day on it. That's exhausting. We can spend 5 to 10 minutes getting into what I would call our miracle vibe. Oh my gosh, these bra straps are annoying. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to ignore it, but I feel them slowly coming down my shoulders and arms, and it's a little distracting. Anyways, so the miracle vibe. So we get into this miracle vibe, and even if we're in it for just 5 minutes or 5 seconds or 10 minutes, if it's a strong enough vibration, of love and faith and confidence, which we're going to talk about a little bit later, that is enough to bring something into us. And if we can build some type of practice where we're doing this every day, it's like we start building this ball of energy. So this ball might start off very small, maybe even smaller, maybe something like that, right? And then every day we put more energy into this ball, and more energy, and more, and more, and more, and more. And then it expands. And then one day we wake up, and as we're praying for our miracle, and as we're praying for something amazing to happen, this huge, enormous, wonderful miracle falls into our lap. And at that point, there probably isn't much that we have to do, because as we've been praying for a miracle, as we've been growing it with our energy, there's probably been some type of inspiration that we have been inspired to take along the way. And so as we do those little things, as we act on the inspiration, as we act on the direction and guidance we're given, it grows that ball of energy. And I experienced this just yesterday. I have been praying for something specific for months to weeks to months now, and it hit me yesterday in a very amazing way. And I don't want to talk about it too much because it's kind of personal, but it's also still growing and expanding. So eventually I'll talk about it, but I'm not quite there yet. So I just want to encourage you guys to get into that miracle vibe every day for just a few minutes a day. Or if you can't afford a few minutes, a few seconds is fine. Do it while you're in the shower. Do it while you're still waking up in bed. Do it while you're driving to work. And all you have to do is just start saying, you know, universe, I could really use a miracle today. That would be amazing. And start thinking about how wonderful it would feel to have this miracle. You don't even have to know what it is. You don't even have to know what that miracle is in order for you to pull it in and to be thankful for it and to show gratitude for it. And the thing that we sometimes forget is that when it comes to miracles, that is our birthright. Do you know why miracles are our birthright? Because you are in God and God is in you. Think about that for a moment. Think of God as the source of all that is, as the energy that surrounds all of us, as the universe. Whatever label you're most comfortable with is the label that's going to work. You are in God and God is in you. You were meant for miracles. We were meant for miracles. So remind yourself of that today. Remind yourself of that tomorrow. You are meant for miracles. It is your birthright, guys. And that is something to get excited about. I mean, truly it is. So I also want to go ahead and dive into some cards that I pulled for this, because I asked the cards, and for me, the cards are just pictorial representations to kind of give our mind something to focus on. And so I asked the cards, like, what are some things that we need to keep in mind when we are asking for miracles? How can we put our minds into that miracle vibe? And so the first card that I pulled, and in case you're wondering, these are from I think these are from the Witch's Tarot. So anyways, don't freak out if you don't like tarot cards. We're just using the images here. They're beautiful images and they're going to help you to really gain an understanding on how you can pull more miracles in. So in this one we have the Chariot. And the Chariot is about victory. But when we look at this card, I see something very specific that I want you guys to see. And here we have a Victor, he's some type of a knight, and he's on his chariot, and he is floating up, or he is, I want to say, galloping up. He is charging into the sky. He's above the clouds. This is representing the very direct act of sending your request to the universe, of sending it to a power that is above you and in you and with you at the same time. So think about what that higher power is to you. Is it your higher self? Is it God? Is it your angels? What is it? You can put a name to it, because what I have found is when we put a name to it, it becomes more personable for us, right? We have a more personal relationship with us, and it just helps us to direct our thoughts and our energy and our intention and attention someplace specific, so we don't feel like we're just lost and floating around like, I don't know where my intention is going. I don't know who received my prayer request. I don't know. So let's fix that. All right, think about who or whom you want to be sending your prayers for miracles to. You can give it a label. That's fine. No label's right or wrong. Just label it. It's cool. So the other thing that I get from this is to have that confidence. This guy, the Chariot card is about victory, guys. It's about things going your way. It's about charging forward and knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're going to win. You're going to win. And you know what? Every time you ask for a miracle, every time you put your faith on the line for one, you win. Do you know why? Because you're always receiving miracles. You may not notice them all the time, but they're always there. And it may not be the exact miracle that you've asked for, but it's still there. You always win when you ask for miracles. Get excited about this. This is cool stuff, guys. Put your energy out there. Know who you're talking to. Know what you're asking for. Know what you're not asking for. Just know that something amazing is on its way to you. All right? Put that request out there. The next that I have for you is the Lovers, and this has been a very important key for me lately, and it is this. When you ask for something, do it with a vibration of love. Now, what does that mean? A lot of times when we ask the universe, God, angels, our husbands, whoever, for something, we sometimes do it out of a spirit of desperation, right? God, I really need this. Please make it happen. And then it doesn't happen and we get discouraged. We rarely do it out of a vibe of love, right? We very rarely do it out of a vibe of love. So what we want to do is get ourselves into a position where maybe you start focusing on your heart chakra, which is about right here, and this is what I've been doing, focusing on your heart chakra, and imagine that you are pulling in what it is you are requesting through your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is green. If you don't know what the chakra looks like, that's fine. Just imagine a green ball about right here in the center of your chest, and imagine that opening up. And it's spreading all this light out into the future, out into the universe, out into whatever, and focus on what it is you're asking for. Or if you don't know exactly what it is you want and you just want something that looks good or feels good, focus on what that feel good energy feels like. And imagine pulling it in through your heart chakra. When you do that, you are pulling in miracles through a vibration of love. You are doing it instead of in a spirit of desperation, in a spirit of faith, and a spirit of love. And you know what? Love is the natural language of the universe. It's true. So when we are able to ask for what we need and what we desire with love, it comes to us faster. And it comes to us in ways that we wouldn't even imagine. And it's really cool. And to me, that is a true miracle. Miracles, when they come to us, it's pretty amazing. We're really excited when we get extra money or when our health turns for the better. But seeing how it happens, to me, that's sometimes a true miracle because the universe trips me out sometimes. I'm like, never in a million years would I have imagined that is how this would have come to me. And it's pretty awesome, right? So remember, the first thing was be confident, right? And send your prayers out, direct them someplace. And now we have love. Bring it in through a vibration of love. Love what you're asking for before you even have it, right? Okay. So the last card that I have is 9 of Cups. I have to be careful because I have my YouTube camera here and then I have my Facebook camera here. So that's why you guys see me kind of going back and forth. But anyways, I love the 9 of Cups because this is another victory card. A little different from the Chariot though, because this one also is kind of prideful. It's like, hey, I did it. I did it. Look at me. Look what I accomplished. But here's what I love about this is a lot of times, especially for empaths or nurturers, we spend so much time focusing on other people that we don't spend enough time focusing on ourselves. So this card is a reminder to ask for miracles for yourself. You're allowed to do that. Truly you are. So ask for what it is that you desire. And when it comes, you can talk about it. You can brag about it. You can be like, hey guys, check this out. Boom. Like, look at what happened for me. Isn't this awesome? Because you know what? The more you talk about your miracles, the more miracles come to you. Because the more you talk about success, the more you talk about freedom, the more you talk about the amazing things that you want in your life, the more you are really setting the foundation for that to happen. And what you focus on expands. Remember, what you focus on expands. It's and when we talk about expansion, when we talk about what that really means is when we focus on something, if we become obsessed about something to the point where it's all we can think about or it's all we talk about, we create the energy for more experiences like that to come to us, right? So it's really important that you acknowledge your miracles, that you show gratitude for them. You show gratitude to the universe, to the resources. Like when I do manifestations with candles, I actually thank the candles. I'm like, thank you, candle, for helping me with this. Thank you, flame. Thank you, fire. Thank you, elements. Thank you, God. Like I just go into that mode of thanking everything. And right now I want to thank you guys. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for sharing these videos. Thank you for participating. You guys are miracles for me just by showing up. Otherwise, I'd be talking to nobody and I'd be kind of wasting my time, So every time you guys decide to support me through Patreon, you guys are miracles. Do you know why? Because it is through your financial contributions that I'm able to keep this work going. I'm able to pay my bills. I don't have to worry about where I'm going to sleep the next day, which is great. Me being able to do this work is a miracle to me. And when you guys donate financially, you guys are the miracles that not only help me to do this, but you're the miracles to the people who are watching this. Because you're the backbone of this. I'm just the voice. So there's so many different ways that we can be miracles and attract miracles. And so I would really like to encourage all of you to really think about how you can put this into practice, right? Think about what time of day would be best for you to start putting out your requests for miracles. Are you more of a morning person where you feel more energetic in the morning? Perfect. Put your miracle vibe out in the morning. Do you feel more energetic in the evening? Or maybe do you feel just more at peace in the evening? Great. That's a wonderful time for miracles. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you what I do when I am attracting miracles. And this has been working for me. So what I do, and you guys can follow along, and I'm gonna make this really quick, okay? I'm gonna do this in about 4 or 5 minutes because I've actually got an appointment in 8 minutes, so I'm cutting this close. So what I do is I close my eyes and so just close your eyes and take a quick scan of your body and just get in tune with how your body feels and relax your feet. Give your feet permission to relax. Give your shins, your calves, your thighs all permission to relax and feel them melting. Just feel them melting into your chair, into your bed, onto the floor, wherever it is. Just feel that sensation. And you allow this feeling to continue up your torso, up your chest, up your shoulders, down your arms, up your neck, your head, your face, top of your head. And just imagine this complete relaxation, this very peaceful feeling. And then pay attention to just above your skin, to that feeling just above your skin. Because that is where your energy resides too. Your energy isn't just in your body, it's right outside of it. So place your attention there and imagine what it would look like if your energy were a color. Maybe it's pink, maybe it's white, maybe it's yellow. Doesn't really matter. But just go ahead and assign it a color. If one's not popping up to you, that's okay. You can assign it. And imagine that energy expanding. And imagine how it feels when it's expanding. Now, to me, this is a very peaceful feeling. It's extremely relaxing. And imagine what it feels like if that energy were to expand a couple inches outside of you. Now imagine it expanding maybe 5 inches outside of you and expanding out so far that it encompasses the whole room. And as you're feeling that energy, You imagine that the energy of the universe flows down to you and meets you and starts pouring all of this amazing universal energy into you of light and love and peace and compassion and kindness. And as you are expanding your own energy to receive the energy from the universe, you can start putting your I am statements out there. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am ready to receive miracles beyond measure. I am happy. I am joyful. I am love in action. I am God in body, mind, and spirit. What is your I am statement? What is it that you want to bring in? Or you can even just say, I am open to miracles. I am ready to receive miracles. I am waiting for something amazing to happen to me today, and I know that it's just around the corner. So you put your statements out there. And then when you're ready, you pull your energy back in, and you imagine the universal energy that has melded in with your spirit coming into your body. And when you're ready, you just open your eyes. And there you go. Easy, right? So easy. You can do this every single day. And look, it took us 3 minutes? The more you practice this, the easier it becomes. Seriously, the easier it becomes. So go out there and live your life. And either tonight or tomorrow, start putting it on your calendar, put it on your day planner, and tell yourself, this is the time that I have devoted to attracting miracles. You don't even have to be specific on the miracle you want. I think that is the most amazing part of all. But if you want to get specific, that's okay too, right? So practice those I am statements. Practice those. Practice that feeling of feeling good. All right. So that's it for today, guys. I do hope that you have found this to be helpful. I would love to hear your stories. For a lot of you, I think you're going to notice that some type of miracle is going to come into your lap, into your awareness within just a couple of days, within a few days. And once that happens, if you have someone that you want to share that story with, hey, share it with me. I love hearing stories about miracles. I love hearing about the universe is providing for you and helping you along your way. So you can either leave your stories in the comment description down below, or you can email me. So I want to thank all of you who showed up live today. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to respond to all of you. Usually I say hi to everyone, but I'm on a tight schedule today, so I wasn't really able to do that. And, remember, you can continue to connect with me once this is over, because I do read the comments, okay? Unfortunately, with the YouTube live super chat, once I close this out, I'm not going to see any of your comments. So be sure that you put them in the comment description down below once you see this as a recording, okay? Otherwise, I can't see anything that you guys put down. So you guys go out there and have a marvelous Friday and have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for being here with me. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.